Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nicole from Perfectly Imperfect Planning, and today we are unboxing the deluxe subscription box from Jane's Agenda for the month of March. If you don't know, Jane always sends out the month ahead. So any March items would arrive in February, any April items will arrive in March, typically about mid-month. This is the deluxe subscription box. If you are new here, I will go through each of the items. Jane's Agenda does offer 3 different subscription boxes, which is perfect for those who are on a budget and need different price points. So you get a monthly cover club, you get a lifestyle box, or you can get the deluxe. This is the deluxe, which combines both the monthly cover and the lifestyle box. So you have this little cover sheet, which is, this March, we invite you to slow down and see your planner as more than a place for appointments. It's an archive of your life. Inspired by soft neutrals, gentle greens, and landscapes reminiscent of the Scottish Highlands, this collection encourages reflection, presence, and intention. Inside, you'll find thoughtfully designed inserts created to help you capture the information, thoughts, and details that shape your everyday life, from organizing what matters most to creating space for ideas, reflections, and reference notes. Each piece is meant to support a more mindful way of planning. And on the back is just a cheat sheet of everything in the box. So I'm going to put that to the side, and this way we can get into it. We are going to pull out this tissue paper. I was hoping not to rip the sticker, but I'm ripping the sticker, so it's okay. We're just gonna go with it. All right. We have all these items to get through. So if we go through the monthly cover club, you get these items right here. And I believe I'll put the link to the subscription boxes in the below, but I believe the subscription boxes start at $39.99 and work their way up depending on what you would like. So this is the monthly cover, which is the cheapest of them. You just get basically a makeover for your planner every day. And this is so pretty. So you have this archives clear cover, and this does have a film on the back of it, so I'm not going to pull that off yet. But this is raised. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, how raised that is. You can get it when it's clear, but you can see that it pops off the page. And then there's some words here that say, keeping records is not just about remembering, it's about creating a map back to who you were, to the choices that shaped you, to the joy you may have forgotten. Your notes, your plans, your scribbles in the margins, they are breadcrumbs for your future self, proof that you were here, that it mattered, and that every step was worth keeping. I absolutely love that, and I think I'm going to use that for some other pages. Now, the back planner is this design right here. Let me see if I can put it down so you can see it better. And you can actually use it as a front cover, which I might be considering, because I don't want to use this in my planner right now because it's an archives cover, but I might use this as my cover. So we'll see. I have plans for, or thought I had plans for, what my March planner was going to be, but as usual, once I get the box live, I change my mind. And I love the stash board. It's of an art gallery, and I actually might put this in my work planner because what part of my job is we do have an art center, and I kind of love that. So I might put that. And then if you flip it, you have this blueprint, which is gorgeous. If you really wanted to get crazy, you could probably even flip the one upside down and make one a cover and one the back cover. Because it is a blueprint, you could probably put it upside down, but that's just me. So if you take your actual cover and put it on, now this still has the film on, don't forget, but look how pretty that is. That is so nice. And then if you use the blueprint, that's what it looks like there. I love that. Absolutely love that. Okay. It's why, I don't know what it is about March. March is the one I always consider whether I'm gonna, like either not cancel, skip the box or change the box. Last year I ended up just getting the lifestyle box rather than the whole thing. And then I ended up buying the cover anyway. So I am not canceling it. So then you get this page flag or bookmark, whatever you want to call it, page finder, bookmark. And again, it has that back cover design, very neutral, very, very nice. So we're going to put that up here. And we're going to get into the lifestyle section of it. Excuse me. All right. So we got this accessories pack, which has all the little things. I love that Jean does this and puts all the little things in one little package. Oh my goodness. There is a past version of you that's so proud of how far you've come. I love this. I absolutely love that dashboard or that quote card. My library is an archive of longings. I love that. And ever tried, ever failed, no matter, try again, fail again, and feel better. Love that. I think all these are going in my, I think these two might actually go in my work planner. And then I love this, like, retro, like, look back at cassettes. Gosh, I am of the generation that was still using cassettes. We were getting into CDs at the time that I was growing up, but I do remember cassettes and did have a few. I remember recording on cassette tapes, having my little stereo and all that. So let's get into the other stuff. Let's mix it up. So we're not going to go into all the boring stuff. Let's go into the unique part of the box is these dividers. There's 3 dividers here with a notes on the thing and a folder on the back. And they are like a thick cardstock type paper, and I would assume that this is so if you are using this as an archive, you can write the notes of what that section contains, and then for a folder for anything that holds things that are not punched. So the back is plain, but again, that's because you're going to be putting papers in there. So very nice. And then we have 2 things of inserts. So let's do commonplace inserts. I've actually forgotten what these inserts are, so this is a nice surprise, especially because I've just switched my work planner out. And the inserts that we got in the last month's box that I thought I was going to use, I'm now using. And so I think that might happen here. So you have an index and key to start. So the topic goes here, and then the pages are here. And then you have almost like Cornell notes here, which I actually do use Cornell notes, especially for meetings, because I usually use the side thing for action items or whatever. But Yeah, it's the way Jane describes it, it's a knowledge management system to store notes on, work, research, etc. So, she gives us pretty hefty amount. I mean, she gives us quite a few. I would probably say, I mean, I can't even guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. About 20, I would think. So you get a nice size stack. So that's the commonplace inserts. Let's put this on here so we can see what it is. And then we have the vault, which I'm kind of excited for these note pages, even though I just redid my reference section, but that's okay. I can redo it again. So we open it up and we have emergency contacts, which I like. And then we have passwords. Now, I'm not saying necessarily that you want to keep passwords in your planner, but there are a few that I do keep in my work planner and keep in my personal planner in my reference section. I don't necessarily write out what the password is. I usually have like a code, like a code word to indicate what that password is. So sorry, I'm getting a phone call as I'm recording this. So I momentarily got distracted because if you don't know, I record on my phone. So it was distracting me. Okay. Anyways, I hung that up. So then we have some contacts, which again is perfect for work because there's a lot of contacts that I have that I like to keep in my reference section. So she gives you about 3 pages of those. And then home reference, which I love these pages. So you have your HVAC, you have your provider, last serviced, provider phone number, filter sizes, and date filter replace. I love this because we do have a routine maintenance person, and I love that we can put that here, so I don't necessarily have to go and look it up. I could just go to my planner and look. And the filters, like, I don't know how many times, like, either we're in the store and we can't remember what filter it is, or like, even if I have to go, I wouldn't know unless I wrote it down. Same with the water filter. We do have a water filter in our refrigerator. Pest control, gutter cleaning. This is probably going to be one that either is going to be coming up or one that we need. Smoke and CO detectors, alarm system. We don't have one, but that's okay. Trash service, we do have. And she gave us 2 pages of those. So I guess if you fill it in, you can keep going. Vehicle reference, I do like this because I've had a few instances with my car, and I am glad that I can put my make and model here and put some reference info here. Clothing and sizes, oh my goodness, especially with a toddler. I can never remember what shoe size he is when I'm in the store. Right now, because he is a baby, I just go by the size of my palm because I'm always touching his feet, but it's nice to have this in my planner so I can reference it. All right, also get these clear rings in the box, or not rings, discs. She gave us discs this time for our planners, and I am loving the fact that we've been getting discs every couple of months. These are plastic, but if it meant to go with an archive planner, I don't care because I always use my plastic discs for my archival or my past planners. That's what I put them on plastic discs. They come in handy. But these are really nice. I might actually use these for my planner. I haven't decided yet. I can't decide on what color discs I want. So this might be a nice change for once. These are 1.5 discs, 1.5 inch, which Jane has recently brought back to the shop. She used to carry these and discontinued them for a while and was only carrying 1 1/4 to 2 inch. And she has brought these back. So I am really excited that 1 1/2 inch discs are back. It's my happy medium. I am not a 2 inch girl. I find it too big and cumbersome. They're fine for archival stuff or former planners, but for my everyday, 1 1/2 is my happy medium. So I'm glad we keep getting these in our boxes, especially because I'm running out of plastic discs. So then we get to the last of the decor pieces, which in the lifestyle box you get 3 dashboards and sometimes a vellum, and this time we got all 3. So you get this nostalgia vellum, which I'm loving that script on here. Oh, I am loving it. I am a script girly. I always write in script. There's just something elegant and classic about script writing that I'm always in love with it. So, and then you get these pears, which I think are going to go right into my meal planning section, which I just bought the pomegranates, but that's okay. You did see how that looked on there. I love that. Then you have these countryside. And if you put this nostalgia there, this might be part of my cover. We don't know. And then we have the horse, which I actually like this horse. And then if you do that, you have him. And then if you grab the cover, we can just play with it a little bit. Sorry, I'm banging things. So if you grab the horse here, you can see how that lines up. And then if you take the vellum off, see how he just so pretty. And then same with this. And then take that off. So simple and elegant. And even the pears. And then if you take the vellum off, that even works. So there you go. That is your Jane's Agenda subscription box for March. The box should still be open if there are any available. I think usually Jane closes it out a little if she either runs out of boxes or if she has no more to give. So this is everything in the box. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. If you've not already done so, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you can continue following me on this planning journey. Till next time.